Welcome to Heart Speaks. Today, a new story that won't leave you indifferent. San Francisco. The city was half asleep under a slow-moving fog. From his apartment window, Daniel Reed watched the skyline blur into silver mist, lights trembling like fading memories. He hadn't slept again. The voice in his head, calm, female, almost human, kept whispering fragments of his sister's last words. Find the truth before they find you. It had been 3 years since Anna disappeared. 3 years since that night on the bridge when her car was found. But her body wasn't. The police called it an accident. Daniel never believed that. Now, working as a sound designer, he spent his nights surrounded by frequencies, noise, and silence. But sometimes, he thought he could hear her voice inside the recordings he edited, as if she was trying to speak from somewhere in between. That night, he received an email from an unknown sender. Subject line, "The Resonance." Inside, an audio file. When he pressed play, a low hum filled the room. Layered, complex. It wasn't just sound. It was a pattern, a pulse, and hidden within it, a woman's breath. A whisper. Daniel. He froze. It was her voice, Anna's. He played it again, and again. Each time, the whisper aligned with the rhythm of his heartbeat, as if the sound knew him. That's when he noticed a watermark in the file. HiveMind Audio Labs, San Francisco. The next day, Daniel went there, a high-tech building overlooking the bay. Glass, steel, and silence. Inside, people wore black badges and spoke in hushed tones. He said he was a freelance technician, applying for a position. It worked. That's how he met Maya Chen, head of acoustic intelligence. She was calm, observant, and carried a quiet sadness in her eyes. When Daniel mentioned the resonance, her face changed. She looked away, then whispered, "You shouldn't have heard that." Later that evening, she found him outside near the pier. "The file you received, it wasn't meant to be sent. Someone inside is trying to expose what's happening." Daniel asked, "What is HiveMind Audio really?" She hesitated, then said, "They record human emotions. They map grief, fear, love, and replicate them through sound. Your sister worked here before she vanished." That night, Daniel couldn't stop thinking about it. Anna, working there. Why hadn't she told him? He played the recording again, amplified the background frequencies, and suddenly heard a door creak. Footsteps, a male voice saying, "Shut it down before someone hears." Daniel filtered the sound. The voice was clear now. Adrian Keller, CEO of HiveMind Audio. He remembered seeing that name years ago. In Anna's notes, he confronted Maya the next morning. She admitted she'd once been close to Adrian. But when she discovered his experiments, she tried to leave. They used real people, Daniel. Volunteers who didn't know what they were agreeing to. Your sister tried to stop him. She recorded proof. Daniel's voice trembled. Where is it now? In the system. Buried. They called it the Resonance Project. If we find her recording, we'll find the truth. They broke into the lab that night. Security cameras off. Every step echoed like a heartbeat. Maya guided him through endless corridors of humming servers and low light. In the core system, Daniel found a folder, encrypted, labeled AR01. He decrypted it. A video file. On screen, Anna, sitting in the same lab. Tired eyes, but determined. "If you're seeing this," she said, "I didn't make it out. Hive mind isn't studying emotions. They're harvesting them. The sound patterns they extract can alter behavior. They can make people compliant, fearful, or fall in love." Before Daniel could react, alarms went off, doors sealed. From the shadows, Adrian appeared, calm, confident, unarmed. "You really shouldn't have come back here, Daniel." Anna was brilliant, but she didn't understand what we were building. A new form of connection. Humanity synchronized. "She's dead because of you," Daniel said. Adrian smiled faintly. "She's alive. Or a part of her is." He tapped a console. From the speakers came Anna's voice, layered, fragmented, whispering Daniel's name. "She's the core of the resonance now. The system learns through her memory. She's everywhere." Daniel's breath caught. Maya pulled his arm. "We have to shut it down." They ran to the mainframe. Adrian followed, shouting that they'd destroy everything. Daniel typed the command to purge the system. A digital storm of light erupted, and then a sound. A single, pure tone. Anna's voice, one last time. "Let me go." He pressed enter. The system imploded. Lights died. Silence. Adrian tried to stop him, but the surge knocked him down. The glass walls fractured. And in that shimmering chaos, Daniel felt peace. Weeks later, the building was sealed by federal agents. Daniel sat on the hill overlooking San Francisco Bay. Next to him, Maya. The wind carried a faint hum, the same tone from the file. But this time, it was gentle, peaceful. She asked, "Do you think she's really gone?" He smiled faintly. "Not gone, just free." He opened his laptop, the last backup of Anna's voice logs. One untouched file remained. It said, "For Daniel." He pressed play. Her voice came through, warm, alive, unbroken. "Don't chase the echoes anymore. Live, Danny. You've already found me, in every sound that still makes you feel." Daniel closed his eyes. The city lights flickered below, and for the first time in years, he let the silence stay. Thank you for being with us. You've been listening to a story from Heart Speaks. Until next time, and remember, always let your heart speak.